Hi, this is Genie, and this is Genie Goes to the Movies, and this is my spoiler review of Aladdin. So, I've probably seen the movie Aladdin, the animated one, 1,000 times growing up. It was one of my favorite Disney films. Also, the Disney films before were really watchable and they were made for repeat viewing. So, the movies nowadays don't have that quality anymore, and they're just very, very disposable. You watch them and then you forget about them. And there are only a handful of more recent films that have come out that I could watch over and over again. But Aladdin, the new Aladdin film, is not a disposable film. It's actually very highly watchable, and then I'm just really gonna watch it over and over and over and over again. It's one of those really wonderful films that you just enjoy. So going back to Aladdin the movie, I remember when the blue Will Smith came out, social media just went crazy. People were horrified that Disney could turn Will Smith into CGI blue. It wasn't the fact that he was blue, or it wasn't just the fact that he was blue, but the fact that he looked very CGI blue that really bothered the netizens. In fact, based on the first few trailers, I was thinking of probably skipping the new Aladdin movie. I'm really glad I changed my mind because boy, oh boy, is the movie good. It's an instant classic. As I said, it's one of those films that you just want to watch over and over again, and it will definitely be on my playlist, and I will buy my own digital copy of the film. So this movie is just made for repeat viewings, and when I came out of the watching the film, I felt giddy and just happy, and it's just really a feel-good film. And the blue Will Smith, you don't even notice him anymore. He was such a great choice of a genie because he's just lighthearted and very childlike. So the original film is a classic, but after watching this version of Aladdin, I might find the old version needing more details because this movie just has a lot of details and color. So I guess what really bothered me in the original film is that Aladdin and Jasmine met and then fell in love rather quickly. It was just a matter of days in this film. They meet, they like each other, and they develop their love for each other. So their love story is a bit more fleshed out, which is what I really like. When news of Aladdin, the Aladdin pick came out somewhere last year, I was not really excited. They cast an unknown who kind of looks like Aladdin, and I was really not that happy, I guess, with their choice because I didn't know anything about him. But having seen the film, Mina Masood makes the most perfect Aladdin. He just wins you over. He sounds and acts like the Aladdin in the film, and he even has, the Aladdin in the animated film, and he even has the Aladdin smile. So what I like about his version is that he is just relatable and lovable, and he's very funny too. And there are genuinely funny and laugh out moments when he shows off to Jasmine. For example, when he was doing backflips, it was really hilarious and he really played it well. I can't see another Aladdin. For me, he is the new Aladdin now. As for Jasmine, when news of Naomi Scott playing the princess came out, I wasn't too thrilled either. She was not the right ethnicity, so to speak, and also she looked nothing like the original Jasmine. Unlike Aladdin, at least, Mina Masood looked like Aladdin. But the actress does bring something new to the character. She brings the empowered female role, which is, I guess it's a right fit for children, or especially young girls right now that are growing up. So in the film, she becomes the Sultan or Sultana, which is a really big thing. And she does sound like Jasmine, and she was able to pull off the high notes. So I really like seeing her as the Jasmine, but And also, she has genuine chemistry with Mina Masood. I think I think when they auditioned, they just had that instant chemistry, and you can see that in the film. I guess they're the perfect cast. Will Smith, he is the heart of the film. He just exudes joy, playfulness, and he just has a really big heart, and you can see it in the film. I love how they made his Genie more human. In the original, Genie goes off to see the world by himself. In this film, at least, we see him have his happily ever after with Jasmine's handmaiden. And there were really funny and romantic moments while he was wooing the handmaiden, and it was a really great addition to the film. What I didn't like about the film is the demotion of Iago and Jafar. Although Jafar in this film is sinister and crooked, he is not as good as the animated Jafar. The animated Jafar was far more menacing, scary, and he really stands out among the best Disney villains. Like, he's just the best Disney villain ever. And Iago, unfortunately, has been dumbed down. I wish they would have gotten back Gilbert Gottfried as the voice of Iago. That would have been a good tribute to the original. Raja also should have had bigger role in this film, but there might not have been enough screen time for that since they mostly focus on Abu and Carpet. I really like the version of Carpet here, and he has more of a personality. Abu is cute though, but he has lost his former personality. He's not the grumpy monkey that we see in the film or the original film, and I still like his version of Abu, and I find the scene funny where he was being mesmerized by the forbidden jewel. So that was a great scene. So this movie is directed by Guy Ritchie, and I have not seen enough of his films to know if he has a signature style or not. So I don't really think he is the right director for this film. They should have gone for Danny Boyle, the director of Slumdog Millionaire, because Aladdin sort of has that, that theme, that feel-good tone, and the story is just relevant. And Danny Boyle has made a film like that, about a slumdog. I believe if the studio would have gone for Danny Boyle, we might have gotten better visuals and musical numbers. I mean, the musical numbers in this film is not that bad, but it's not that great either. I mean, it needs more pizzazz in the musical numbers. It also has a very Bollywood feel to it, so Danny Boyle would have been a great fit. So I really enjoy this film overall. It is going to be one of those films that's just gonna be on repeat over and over and over and over again. And I might not even want to watch the original after this. I mean, this film has all the details and the color missing from the original. Also, it has a more developed love story between Aladdin and Jasmine. And this film could also potentially have a sequel because the characters just really mesh well together and they're really memorable. And all three of them, Will Smith, Mina Masood, and Naomi Scott, they really have good chemistry together as actors. And I really just love the idea that a new generation of kids will grow up with their own version of Genie, and the Genie being Will Smith is just great. Anyway, I decided not to have a dedicated YouTube site for my movie reviews, but I do have a podcast. It is at www.spreaker.com/user moneygenie. It's one word. And then I'm also going to post it on the description. And you can also find me on iTunes. Search for Genie Goes to the Movies. And if you liked my video, click on like and subscribe, please. And thank you very much.